our speaker today has been with us before. She was here in person. Today she's on Zoom. She's an amazing teacher, a successful business person, a leader for a growing organization, and most importantly, my dear friend. So it's my pleasure to tell you about Linda Thunberg. She's an MHT, an LBLT, a QHHT, a CCP. She's passionate about helping people create profound changes, which often manifests a whole new lease on life with deep zest. Linda is an award-winning Master Transpersonal Hypnotist with a dedication to her clients and the field. Her specialties include addictions, pain management, and especially childhood chakra regression. Ms. Thunberg is a certified Master Transpersonal Hypnotist, an addictions hypnotherapist, certified life between lives hypnotherapist, certified pain management hypnotist, and a quantum healing hypnosis therapist. Linda is a Delphi University certified medium, a certified life coach, and an ordained minister. As the owner of Transpersonal Power LLC and president and CEO of the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapists, which is called NATH, with locations in Ohio, North Carolina, and worldwide, Linda facilitates personal and group hypnosis sessions and speaks at conferences, expos, and events. She certifies students to be my next page, to be transpersonal hypnotherapist, master hypnotist, life between lives hypnotherapist through NATH. And if I can do this, you can too. So now I turn the microphone over and Zoom to Linda Thunberg.
Thank you, Beth. I hope everyone can hear me. And welcome. So happy to see you all today, even if it's on Zoom. Zoom is a wonderful thing, is it not? I want to talk to you today a little bit about contrast. Contrast. We wouldn't know the light without the dark, the good without the bad. Contrast is just another way to look at things differently. It's time to give up your judgment of your situation. The contrasts are there for a reason. See it as it is and it will shift. And we know this as metaphysical students, teachers, mothers, daughters, fathers, whoever you might be, we know this, but it's also hard to do sometimes, is it not? I know that changes in our world lately have been so challenging to so many of us, affecting all aspects of our being, actually. 2024, I believe, was all about changes, ups and downs. I myself went through some serious health challenges, in addition to getting married and moving and all that downsizing and all of that maybe some of you have gone through. And I was healing and learning a new flow of life at this stage in life. But have you ever really wondered? Have you wondered how some people just seem to glide through changes while other people struggle through the same challenges, perhaps? Perhaps it's a difference in self-esteem, acceptance, or spirituality. Perhaps for those who struggle, it's tiredness in the body and the mind. The question is how to change that tiredness, that struggle in everyday life. I believe the key to the answer lies within yourself, lies within the wisdom of intuition, spirituality, strength, positivity, and gratitude. I believe that intuition is more essential than ever with all the bombardment of social media, telemarketers, podcasts, and yes, emails, and everyone else telling us what to do. It's important to check in with yourself. And I challenge and encourage you to check in with yourself this morning, not because of what I say, but because of your own self-healing, your own self-growth. It's important to check in with yourself these days, with your spiritual team, whatever that is, God, spirit, universe, whatever it is to you, your higher self, and decide for yourself what it is for you to do, to say, to be. Quiet time to go within and decide for yourself. It's the most important thing, I believe. Spirituality can be the foundation of faith and trust in us, through us, around us. No matter what you believe in, what religion you are, if any, the core of spirituality can become your core strength to handle anything in life. Strength to me is resiliency. It's created by a knowing, that intuition again, that knowing that not only this too shall pass, but in knowing that you can do it, whatever it is. You've had challenges before in your life, and you've grown through them. You've made it through. Think of them. And at the time, you may have thought that they were the worst possible situations, and you made it through. You're here. You did it. Positivity, I believe, is a gladness and hope. Hope of a new way. Embracing the future moment. Openness, trust, and faith that life, will work out. Gladness and hope. And gratitude, as we all know, is the key to more blessings and more abundance, that change. Even when we're grateful for small things, they multiply in our lives, creating more faith, creating more love, creating more gratitude, and it creates a wheel, a vortex of love and faith, hope. Trust in yourself. I know that there was a time in my life that I literally did this. I said trust and faith 100 times a day. On my fingers, sitting at a stoplight, in the pool, wherever I was, on my fingers, trust and faith 100 times a day. And it worked. I can't tell you how much it worked. The power of your mind, the power of trust and faith. I don't know why my intuition, I'm not really a Bible person. I have a metaphysical Bible. If you haven't got one, it's awesome. But the Bible came up to me yesterday as I was thinking about this one. And it was about the book of Job. And so I just looked up, what's the main message? And I knew what it was about, but not totally. And the main message is that God's wisdom can sustain a person through difficult times. The story of Job explores the problem of divine justice, or why the righteousness suffers. I encourage you, if you want to look at it, take a look at it. It's very interesting. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but he talks about the nature of suffering and God's justice, about faith and patience. We've all heard the patience of Job. It's amazing. And the faith and patience in the face of adversity, right? It talks about the values of trusting God, that God doesn't abandon his faithful. And the rewards and the change are for those who trust in him. And I say in him, they say in him, and yet as us, through us, all around us. That part of you that is part of God. The goodness of God's world, how God's plan might be greater than we can understand. My mentor, Dr. Alan Chips, used to say, and we'll never know until we actually die. If we were right, if we weren't right, if our intuition was correct, we won't know. Nobody knows until they actually transition into that. But what is that plan? Maybe God's plan, the universe plan, your soul path is much bigger than you even can imagine. And the importance of integrity, Job talks about that. The story shows that God will redeem those who hold their integrity, even faced with adversity, even faced with challenges, even faced with day-to-day things that we go, oh my gosh, it's 0 degrees again in Cleveland. It snowed in the south. What's the world coming to? There's integrity. Isn't it beautiful? We can stay inside. We can handle it. It's okay. But I don't know why the story of Job came to me yesterday, except to maybe put some of those points in. Where are you trusting in the universe? What do you believe the relationship is between suffering, punishment, and all the good things that happen to people, right? What's your thoughts and beliefs? Because it really all comes down to belief, your personal belief. What's your belief of the goodness of God in the world? The importance of integrity, all of it. And so I believe that intuitively, that's why that Bible, the story of Job in the Bible came to me. The man suffered horribly, and yet he never gave up his faith and trust in the universe and God, in the world, in all of it. And in the end, he was rewarded for that. And it's not, I don't believe that it's about punishment or reward and justice. Maybe it's just your soul. Is it about karma? Who knows? We won't know until we transition. Was it about karma? What are our real lessons in life? Is it because of good and bad levels? I don't know. I don't really believe that. I do believe that everything that we are faced with in life is for our growth, for our spiritual growth, for our wisdom, for our understanding, for that voice that goes within your intuition, within your strength, within your belief in spirituality, within your positivity. And I'm not saying to be a Pollyanna, and yet it is the positivity of the world that's going to carry us. And gratitude. What can you be grateful for today? Those little things. Edgar Cayce said in his reading 2308-4 that physical conditions are met in the physical, the mental are met in the mental, the spiritual are met in the spiritual. They can all coordinate. They all have relationships with each other. Just as hands and feet may coordinate with the music and dancing. I thought that was beautiful. It's not just about, oh, I have this physical illness and oh my gosh, where did it come from? It's in my physical. It started all the way out in your subtle bodies and your mental, emotional, and your spiritual self. And where can you do that work out here that's going to help your body? He also said, in reading 954-1, that faith, hope, fellowship, kindness, gentleness. Pray often not to a God far away, but for the awakening of the I am present within your inner self, where God has promised to meet you, where you are God, as you, through you, part of you. You're part of that light. Bring it in. Let it go out of your heart. I'd like to just do a simple, quick meditation, if that's okay with everyone. So if you can just close your eyes for a minute, take a deep breath. Let everything clear. Focus on that light in your heart. That light that is part of God, as God, in us, through us, all around us, all the way out to the universe. And as St. Francis of Assisi said, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, unity. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is error, truth. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is sadness, joy. Where there is darkness, light. O Divine Master, grant that I might not seek so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as understood, to be loved as loved. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we are born into eternal life. And just take that in for a moment. Allow yourself to be that instrument of your own peace, the instrument of your own peace, the instrument of your own faith, trust, the instrument of that light. Just see that light growing within your heart, within the center of your being now. And just spread it out all into your room, all over Zoom, wherever you might be. See that growing brighter and stronger. See it going out into your communities, wherever you may be. Letting that light touch someone that needs it today, needs that love, needs that peace and joy. Send it out even further into your state, into our country, to every nook and cranny in our country. Seeing it just spread, bringing peace and hope, trust and faith into our continent, in and through the oceans, through all the animals in the world, to every other continent in the world. See that light just going around the world now, giving that spark of light to a creature that needs it today, to a person that needs it today, to a country that needs it today. See that just enveloping the world, bigger and brighter, going up into the universe and coming back down to us as stars in the night. And just take another deep breath. Come back and open your eyes. Be here now. Bringing that light back into yourself as well. You know, 2025, if you add it together as a 9, it's all about completion. It's the whole. It's the change. If you take the 2 and the 202, it's a 4. It's about that foundation. 5 is all about change. If you add that together, it comes to a 9, which is all about completion. Where will you be in 2025? Be the change that you want to see. It's as simple as spreading your light, connecting and spreading. Be the change that you want to see for yourself, for others, and the world at large. You are needed now. We are all needed for our spirituality, for our intuition, for our positivity, and for our gratitude. Dolores Cannon, who is a pretty famous hypnotherapist in her day, used to say, you know, we think that we can't make change or that it's too big for us. She says, I'll challenge you. Just throw love bombs at it. Imagine love bombs just being thrown wherever they need to be, gently, of course, but just thrown. It's just the same as that light. When you do that, I guarantee you, you will feel better for yourself. You will feel more powerful. You will feel more connected. And all of those challenges might be just a little bit easier to get. So I thank you for being with me today. I'm excited to give messages afterwards. And I hope you will all be the instrument of peace. Namaste to all of you.